Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Hill. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. First down, and it's Hill again. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Alert! Monday. Go ahead, baby. Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, Foxtrot.
On 3rd down, Rosen. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
54 Mike. Check. I got him on me.
On the ground, this is Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Check. Watch 54. 65. 65. Spot.
Hill running right. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. What do you
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Tighten up. Check.
They'll try and run with a fullback Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. David Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go, set, 15, line it, 15 line.
Check 4.
Go.
Motion.
Here's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Set up, 60 outlaw.
50. Here we go. He's coming. We got double up.
Leo. Go.
Kill.
Go.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And down to the 36-yard line here.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready, 50, plant.
Not today, you are.
Look at me. Go. And
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
50, Mike's 50. Get this work out. Check. Slam.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, 49ers nothing.
Set, ready? 30 base. Hey, 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 hey. Keep it. Keep it.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Let's go. 60 or.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Check, check. Fresno. 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 Check 26. Check 26. Snap.
On 3rd down, Carson, a little juke. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gage is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Hey, hey, get him, get him, get him. You got him.
Here's Johnson now, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Check, 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 check.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down, San Francisco.
Set 70, Indy. Check. Watch twist. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Look at me, zipper.
Backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Hey.
Get it.
This is Carson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Undercrunch. Hatchet. Now. Check safety. Ready.
Now it's Carson. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there, with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Gage is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
No. Off.
Mike's 59. Mike, alert.
They run with Hill. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
let's go, D.
On. We got to step on. 10, under 10. Hey, exit.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Nice corner. Quarter. Kill. 80. Team, check 13.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Second down and inches. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the interception, here's Rosen. They'll find Everett there, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Watch the pass. 80. Watch the shit. Hey, seam 6. Check 31.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at the 40. They run it with Carson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Go on. Yep. You got tight right there. Shoot.
On first down, Carson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And now a carry here for their fullback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
25, check 25. Door out. Slam. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready. 18 Gators. It's our field.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Switch.
Check 52.
He's checking. Crash.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead can make it very tough.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
We go! 90 Wolf! Hey, 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 hey!
36, 36!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. And Gage knocks this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, alert, alert!
On second down, Hill. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
80. Hey, Charlie.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Mike.
To throw is Rosen.
Switch up, switch up.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Monday. Hey, Delta.
Mike, check, check. 59, 59. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Mike's fine.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen, he is going to find Hill here. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's Rosen to throw. Gets this one to Hill. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, You need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Quarter. 54, right there.
Rosen to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. He's got his man. That's Hardman. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Hill, and here he'll get it down to the 7. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run with Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 9. Look at me, zipper.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Switch it, come on, rock it. Dude.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively.